All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. No, I guess not. Well, get out of here before I change my mind. Ah! Don't do that! Ah! Ah!
I'll make you pay. There's no chance. That's the best you can do? That takes care of... Never should have come.
Never should have come here.
You'll pay.
Skyrim belongs to the North. That's all you got.
You're outmatched. Enjoy your last breath.
Good, you came. There's a lot going on here, but we need to find things that corroborate with my father's version of what happened. That's partly why you're here. I need an objective witness with no stake in either side. Not many people can find the place, to be honest, since it's not on any map. The only reason guards were able to arrest my father is because he was forced to spend the night in solitude. During the fight, the candle horn got knocked over. By the time the snow came, half the place was burned down, along with much of the evidence. Of course, my father said he was cooking dinner when he heard a commotion outside. The trespassers must have shot down a deer. Smelling my father's dinner, they offered to share the venison in exchange for a drink and a warm fire. On this much, both sides agree. But out here you can never be too careful. My father demanded the strangers to leave the property and take the deer with them. The strangers were insulted. In hindsight, my father should have shown more tact. Nobody likes to be called a thief. Eventually, things got heated and shots were fired. These arrows are proof of that. My father ran inside and got his axe. There was a fight near the hearth when one of them knocked over a candle horn. When the fire started, everyone, including my father, fled. Given how detailed my father was, I wouldn't be surprised if your findings match his story. My father never liked hunting. Not at first, anyway. But he learned to love it, because he knew how much it meant to me. Part of me thinks this is all my fault. But I wanted to stay in the city. He wouldn't be in this situation. But then I think back to all those times we spent together, and how much it meant to him. And I don't have the heart to take them away. Have you ever lost anyone close to you, friend? You're right. There's still time. I'm taking the lease agreement to Solitude to have it verified. Meet me at the Blue Palace. With your help, we'll prove my father's innocence.
And for that
Prince of
reason,
Divines,
I
you're
think it
here.
would be a
Come on, let
mistake
me
to
introduce
waste
you.
your all's time any more than we already have. Further delay will not change the facts at hand.
My Jarl, if I may, the witness I spoke of earlier has arrived. Given he's examined the scene of the altercation, I'd like to have him cross-examine Formir's testimony.
Are you sure this witness of yours can be objective?
I had the captain of the guard vet him, just as he did with your apothecary.
Huh. We shall see.
Vormir, there's still time to end this folly. The lease agreement proves you are trespassing. I think it's clear to both you and the court that he cannot be held accountable for your injuries.
My Jarl, it is very noble of this man to defend his father's honor, and for that, he should be commended. Unfortunately, his contention that we trespassed on his father's property is simply not true. It is not trespassing if the man invites you into his home.
You mentioned something that would convince us. Please proceed.
Thank you, my Jarl. You see, my housecarl and I were hunting a deer when one of our stray shots happened to hit this man's cottage. An unfortunate accident, but nothing particularly damaging to the woodwork. You are aware that deer are moving targets. The only thing I'm guilty of is poor aim. In fact, now, if you'll allow me to continue, my Jarl. After the arrow hit the cottage, this man's father came bursting through the door. We apologized for the disturbance. To make amends, we offered to share the venison with him. He agreed, and beckoned we come inside. Naturally, we were pleased to get out of the cold. My companion took to skinning the deer, while I perused a nearby bookshelf. I remember this part clearly because I was pleased to find my favorite series, The Wolf Queen, on the top shelf. In fact, I had just opened the book to the first page when I heard my companion scream. You don't know that. You weren't even there. Besides, maybe he simply forgot to put the book back on the shelf. All I know is, that's how it happened. I would not lie in front of the Jarl. In any case, as I was saying, I heard my companion scream behind me. I turned around, only to see your father had struck him with his axe.
Liar!
Calm yourself. I let him tell his version. Please allow me the same courtesy.
Fine.
When I saw my injured companion, I acted on reflex. I wrestled the assailant to the ground and told my friend to flee. At that point, I was certain I was going to die. I was fumbling about, trying to find a weapon or perhaps a miracle. My hands found a candle horn. I threw it at my attacker and missed wildly, but when it struck the wood, the cabin lit up like a bonfire. And the fire is what allowed me to escape. And with that, I conclude my testimony. It is my belief that this man's father attacked us without provocation. What I ask for is not vengeance, my Jarl, but for justice. But whatever you decide, I will humbly accept your judgment.
Thank you.
That was amazing. You buried him with his own lies. It was fun watching him try and dig his way out. Barring any surprises, I'm sure Elisif will rule in our favor. Now what?
If it pleases the court, I would like to introduce some new evidence regarding our witness's character, which I have just obtained via courier.
Very well.
Thank you, my Jarl. I do not wish to alarm anyone here, but I believe this information may very well compromise the integrity of our chief witness.
What are you up to, Vormir? Explain yourself.
It is not I who has to explain myself. After all, you are the one who attested to the impartiality of this witness. A witness who happens to be a well-known associate of the Thieves' Guild. Clearly both his testimony and the lease brought by Asgeld cannot be admitted.
Oh, come on now, Vormir. Now you're just grasping at straws. You've clearly lost. Be thankful you and your companion escaped with your lives.
Curse you! I will do no such thing. My honor demands justice. I request a trial by combat.
Now why would I do that? I'm not going to risk my father's life when the Jarl is minutes away from granting him a pardon.
Huh, I thought for sure you would take that bait. But I won't stand here and give you the satisfaction of winning this trial. I'm dropping the charges.
You're what? But why? What's your game?
Simple. If I allow Elisif to rule in your favor, that means I'll have to defy her will to get my way.
You're a stubborn fool, Formir. But fine. I'd rather not leave it up to the Jarl either.
Then we're agreed. I apologize for wasting the court's time. We will handle this matter internally.
Good. You're dismissed.
By Julianus, you did it. You saved my father's life. Yes, and the fact that the Jarl never made a decree means that there will be no record of this trial. Still, it will be a while before it's forgotten, and time will only weaken his case. We celebrate. I'm sure the first night outside of the dungeon, even the tavern will feel like Sovngarde itself. As for you, here, it's a piece of armor that saved my own life more times than I care to count. It may not be better than what you have, but it's important to me that you have it. Now, I'm off to meet my father. I didn't have anything specific planned, but I'll just order a pint of mead and take care of the rest.
I have nothing to say to you.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. Oh, most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership. I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Thane Bryling, at your service. I can always find time to share a word with a warrior.
Leave me be. I have nothing to say to you.
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime, and I'm a very, very good cook.